This is DezPlays, and welcome back to Fallout 4 and the settlement of County Crossing. Now, what you're seeing here is what it looked like when we first got it, then what it looked like after our first build was complete, and what it looks like now. As you can see, we haven't really changed too much about the front gate or the gate out to the fields. Didn't really change anything with the main bunkhouse. However, we did add a second floor to the bar, move it out some, and then added a hallway between the main house and the bar, as well as an above ground or a raised walkway to the bar, and a trading store. Now I have it paused currently because I didn't want the NPCs to be talking over me, but because let me tell you, the bar is hopping. So let me show you that.
We taught those raiders a lesson. We'll teach them again if they come back.
Now, this is something I didn't know until a day or two ago, that if you actually do put a bar or a restaurant in your settlement, when your settlers knock off for the day, they'll all come in here and hang out.
Yes.
And there's Piper. Have her unlocked. I do have to say that I've seen a lot of people saying that the companions are useless. I think a couple of my friends from work who play this who were talking about, well, I'm not going to bring a companion or whatever. I think you should. I think you really... There's me. My spiked raider arm.
Good day?
But I think if you don't take a companion with you, I think you're really missing out. And I'm going to show you... Because while I was building this, Piper just wandered over and was like, hey, let's have a conversation. And I think that's about the third or the fourth time that's happened to me while taking her around and adventuring and stuff. And I think it's great. I think the companions in this game were so much better done than the wooden companions that you got in, say, like Skyrim, for instance. But that's enough with the bar. Actually, it's not enough with the bar. We did add a second floor. And the reason I did this was originally I was having trouble getting the bar in here, but I found a trick.
Everything hurts.
From somebody else. And you can see that floor mat on the floor. And I should be pasting in a video right now to demonstrate this to you. But basically, if you put a floor mat down like that, and then put an object that has a post on top of it,
day of hard work.
you can then pick up the floor mat. You can move that around, and the object on top of that will clip or can clip into other objects, and the game will ignore that because it's only looking at what the floor mat is clipping with. And we did that over here with our trading post, which is built into the hallway right here. And there's nobody running it right now, but when he looks really cool when he's in there. Let me show you the hallway. We got this well lighted, a couple more beds. Originally, I built this so that I could fit a couple more beds in here, and then to add a wall. And we did improve this wall by adding the sections that jut out, as well as some more turrets. And I really like this pathway. I mean, like I said in the previous video, I think these settlements look, when you have them lighted, they look fantastic at night.
Hi, how are you?
As you can see, we still have our security. But yeah, I love this. Oh, and so the really huge thing for me is, or in my opinion, is not the idea that we can fit like a trade stand in here. And the reason this is actually pushed out like this is because the bartender was having trouble getting behind the bar, so I did have to move that out. But the trader has no problem getting behind this thing, and you can fit that into one of those sections that juts out. I was going to put another one here, but you can't move this campfire, or if you can, I haven't figured out how or seen anybody that knows how to do that. And the traders like to come and hang out by the campfire, so the Brahmin sometimes ends up in here as well as whatever trader comes by here. I believe it's the doctor.
Don't much care for good neighbor.
And there's the other thing that I really love about the companions is that when you're in the settlement and you don't have your gun out, they'll just wander around and do random stuff like this. I think that's a fantastic little detail. But so getting back to what I was talking about, the thing with the floor mats, the really big thing, it's not so much this, but this. If you... Or where is it? Yeah, right there. So, if you watch the first video, that I did on this, you saw that we had a gap here and a gap here. Yes. Now, this is a junk wall, and I'm guessing most of you who've been messing around with building in the settlements and everything have realized that the junk walls don't really snap together at all, or at least that I've seen, which is, I think, a terrible oversight on Bethesda's part. But the way that you do this is, like I said, anything with a post. Well, not all the junk walls. I haven't been able to make this work with all the junk walls. But the junk walls that have posts, if you put one of them posts on a floor mat like this, again, you can clip it into the wall
one of them since.
and close
You're to
those gaps.
spy on me.
So that's what we did. So anyway, I think that is most everything. So other than the bar and this area over here, we really haven't changed a whole lot, but this took me a long time. And I suppose I should tell you about the other trick, which I learned about, and I don't remember who I got this from. But this is, what you're seeing right here is bigger than what the game will allow you to build. And there's a couple ways you can get around that. There's a patch, or not a patch. There is a mod. There's a couple different mods that you can put in that will increase the settlement size. One of them, I think you have to use a cheat engine. I didn't really want to do that. So I found another video, and if I can find it, I will paste or put a link to it so that you can go and give that guy a big thumbs up, because that was really huge that he found that. It's actually a glitch. And I should be putting a video in now showing you me doing that. It's basically, you take a bunch of junk in your inventory. You know, like all the junk, duct tape, stuff like that you picked up in your travels. And you dump it all out on the ground. And then you go into workshop mode. And then you either scrap it or store it in the workshop. And you can do this repeatedly. You can store it in the workshop, pull it out, and then dump it on the ground and then store it again. And when you do that, the game will remove those items, even if the game will remove those items from your settlement limit, even if you were already over your settlement limit when you dump them on the ground, which is just great. So that is what allows you to build these settlements bigger than what the game will actually allow, which like I said, it's amazing. Now, I'm not sure that I'm completely done with this settlement. Somebody pointed out in the comments, I don't know if it's Marinette R or Marine TR.
Easy living, this ain't.
But was saying that how my fields are unprotected, I should probably build a wall out there. Now, to do that, I'm going to have to go grab a whole bunch more junk, dump it on the ground, because I am either at the limit of at the limit of the building capacity, or I am just one or two items away from it. So I don't have. And plus, I think I would need more. I'm going to need more materials too, because this took a lot of materials to do. This was not a short-term effort. But anyways.
Hi, how are you?
This is County Crossing. I don't know if I'm going to come back here to build any more on this anytime soon. I'm probably going to be. I have a couple of new fresh settlements that I'm going to start with, and I will probably do sort of a let's build for those, but I'm not going to show you the whole thing, because these settlements take hours and hours to build, so I'm going to have to figure out a way to make it short and somewhat interesting. But anyway, I hope you like what I've done with the place, and yeah, feel free to stop on by the bar at Dez's Bar and Grill here at County Crossing. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.
Can't remember the last time I had clean fingers.